Hey, what's up? Getting a really late start here today. Had a really busy day. Something exciting. I just got through auditioning for a part. Got a second call back, so that was pretty cool. Felt that I killed the audition, did a good job, so hopefully they feel the same way. But something that I wanted to mention, really, I'm trying to keep myself distracted in a way because I know I'm gonna fucking tear up. But we're becoming so goddamn desensitized in this world that it bothers the living shit out of me. And I was thinking about uploading it, but then I don't want to come across as if, oh, look at the good deeds that I'm doing because that's not me. You know, working in the music industry, it's a dog eat dog world. Doesn't mean that you treat people like shit. And I never intentionally did. I mean, there was times where people, yes, would get on your nerves, and you would be a little short tempered with them, but it didn't give you a right to act like if you were better or above them. And I never did, and I did my best, I should say, to never have gone about acting that way. Um, Today I stopped by 7-Eleven and I see this guy all the time. Um, in fact, I know a great history about how Native Americans handle alcohol and how their body produces or how their body handles it. And the reason why is I used to have a client when I was working with people with disabilities. Uh, Her disability she put down was that of addiction to alcohol, and she would tell me stories of her and her friends, breaking into liquor stores and filling up Safeway carts or King Supers carts full of, just bottles and just drinking them or selling them off to little kids and stuff like this. But it really affects them differently. And it's the same thing of why you see so many dry villages in Alaska, for the natives there because their bodies just cannot process it the same way that the rest of us do. And today it was about maybe 23 degrees. I go to 7-Eleven and I didn't see at first. I really must not have been paying attention. So I go in there, buy tea, all that. I come back out and I just happen to look over. And this guy that I see there almost every other day is just passed out, face on the pavement, drooling, his money hanging out, the money that he's been, asking for. He has a big old bottle of Smart Water that it's like, kind of leaned up against him and some food. And I kid you not, I saw 10 fucking people walk past him without saying a goddamn thing. And I thought, what the fuck are we coming to? That because somebody who, faces addiction problems and is down on their luck, that we just look at them less than what, you know, we would others. I mean, I guarantee you, if that was, a celebrity, everybody would be on their hands and knees trying to pick them up, trying to clean them up, helping them out. But because he's an individual who, suffers from a terrible addiction, that, you know, society has labeled him as a nobody. So I go over there and I start trying to move him, and I'm like, hey man, get up, wake up. And, a lot of these guys, and I'm sure he is too, is probably in a halfway house or, on some type of parole or probation or something. And, I didn't want to get him in trouble by calling the cops, but I called the non emergency number because I wanted the paramedics to come. But they're, of course, going to alert the cops. So, kind of being in that conundrum, he was like, I'm going to get up, I'm going to get up, can you help me? So I start helping him pick him up, and he's grabbing onto the bars, trying to pick himself up. And I mean, he always, has these real nice, clean looking shoes. So it's not like he's homeless. So he must be staying in a halfway house or something. But the man who owns the liquor store, fairly young guy, probably slightly older than me. He comes out and he's like, of course, you're running a business. He's getting money to buy your products. And without even a fucking heart, he's like, yeah, he always gets like this. And I know for a fact he doesn't always get like that because I stop at that 7-Eleven almost every day. And this dude is like on a schedule. He stays there from about 11 until 3, and then he hits the bus at 3 o'clock. And I know he's not like that every single day. And I'm like, I don't drink. I've been in your shop before, though. And I know he's not like this every day. Um, he's like, well, I called the cops on him, so they'll come get rid of him. And when he comes back, he's not going to stop selling to him. So I really hope that, if you guys are faced with the same circumstances, that, you will have a heart to treat everybody the same way. Just because somebody's down on their luck and not having, the support, family, friends, etc., that you could at least, even if, times are tough, for you personally, you don't have to give them money, but you could help them in so many other ways. And just me, by waking him up and trying to help him, gather his things and get him to eat. I said, I had the camera rolling and I caught it also on my dash cam. And I'm like, I'm not going to post this. I don't want that false sense of, look at what I did. I did something good. Let me get accolades. I'd rather put this out like as a public service announcement, if anything, or vlogging, if that's what you call it. But when I got in the car, I couldn't fucking stop crying. And it bothers me because there's so many people out there that need our help. And we choose to ignore it because we think we're above it. And like I said, I don't intentionally try to do that, but I probably have, and I know I have. Not on purpose. Just because I was raised by a good mother and a good grandmother. And, understood addiction early on with the way my father was. And, if you ever see somebody in need, it doesn't take but a single few, words of encouragement to perhaps help them get out of this state. So I just wanted to say that, guys. If the time ever comes where you see somebody like that, 23 degrees, his face is straight on the pavement, could have froze, and nobody gave a single fuck. Walking past him, walking over him like he was just a goddamn mat laying on the floor. I was just like, you gotta fucking be kidding me. So I would just implore you that if you ever find yourself in that situation, that you would help. And I think that could go a long ways. So I'm going to post something a lot more happier than this after, But I just wanted to mention that because it was something that really bothered me today. I wish I could have done more, but I didn't know what else more to do. So thank you guys for listening, for those of you who did listen, and I appreciate, everybody's support and, subscribing or doing whatever you've done, but I appreciate you guys very much. So until my next upload, which should be here soon, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and evening.